Nigeria, a nation pulsating with life, has long grappled with the demons of police brutality. For years, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, or SARS, a unit infamous for its ruthlessness, cast a long shadow over the lives of ordinary citizens. Extortion, torture, and extrajudicial killings became synonymous with their name, leaving Nigerians in a perpetual state of fear and anger. In 2020, this simmering discontent reached a boiling point. Social media, the great amplifier of our times, became the conduit for a generation's pent-up frustrations. The hashtag #EndSARS, a beacon of hope and a rallying cry, reverberated across Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Young Nigerians, armed with smartphones and a burning desire for change, took to the digital streets, demanding an end to the tyranny. The #EndSARS movement was more than just a protest against police brutality. It was a visceral expression of the deep-seated yearning for good governance, accountability, and a fairer society. It was a movement fueled by the dreams of a generation that dared to envision a Nigeria where their rights were respected, their voices heard, and their lives valued. The protests, ignited by a viral video of alleged SARS brutality on October 3, 2020, quickly spread like wildfire across major cities in Nigeria. From Lagos to Abuja, Enugu to Port Harcourt, a sea of humanity poured into the streets, their voices rising in unison, demanding an end to the reign of terror. The demonstrations, largely peaceful, were marked by a spirit of unity and defiance. Young people, the lifeblood of the movement, organized themselves into a formidable force, using social media to disseminate information, coordinate logistics, and galvanize support. They painted murals, sang songs, and held candlelight vigils, their spirits unbroken in the face of adversity. However, the Nigerian government's response was a stark contrast to the peaceful intentions of the protesters. It unleashed the full might of its security forces, who responded with tear gas, water cannons, and live ammunition. The protests reached a tragic climax on October 20, 2020, at the Lekki toll gate, etching a dark stain on the nation's conscience. On the evening of October 20, 2020, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows over the city of Lagos, a peaceful gathering at the Lekki toll gate, the epicenter of the #EndSARS protests, was met with unimaginable brutality. Witnesses recounted harrowing tales of Nigerian security forces opening fire on unarmed protesters, their bullets tearing through the night air, leaving behind a trail of blood and despair. The Lekki toll gate shooting sent shockwaves across Nigeria and beyond. Amnesty International reported at least 12 deaths at the scene, while other sources suggested a higher death toll. The incident, widely condemned as a massacre, sparked international outrage and calls for accountability. Despite attempts by the Nigerian government to downplay the incident and discredit witness accounts, the truth, like a stubborn stain, refused to be erased. A judicial panel, set up to investigate the Lekki toll gate shooting, concluded that it was indeed a massacre, holding the government accountable for the loss of innocent lives. The #EndSARS movement, though marred by tragedy, has left an indelible mark on Nigeria's political landscape. It has shown the world the power of collective action, the unwavering spirit of Nigerian youth, and their resolute determination to fight for a better future. The movement has also brought the issue of police brutality to the forefront of national discourse, forcing the government to, at least superficially, acknowledge the need for police reform. The disbandment of SARS, though a significant victory, remains largely symbolic, with many of its officers simply redeployed to other units. The struggle for justice and accountability continues. The ECOWAS court ruling, which found the Nigerian government guilty of human rights abuses during the #EndSARS protests, offers a glimmer of hope, but its true impact will be measured by the government's willingness to implement its recommendations. The #EndSARS movement was a watershed moment in Nigeria's history. It was a testament to the courage, resilience, and unwavering belief in the power of collective action.